I'm Jeff Weekley, and welcome to another edition of Why Pay More, the show that helps you find ways to save money and make money. Before we do that, I want to go ahead and salute my alma mater, Purdue University. Boiler up! Today we're going to talk more about making money, and I can't think of a better person to talk to us about how eBay works than my dear friend Tom Buckner. He's been a top-rated seller on eBay for over 15 years. Yes, we're looking for a top-rated eBay seller that can teach me how to get started today on my eBay business.
You found him. Come on in.
Great, thanks. What's nice about this series is the fact that you can go back and look at it as many times as you like. So if there's something that you didn't quite catch first time around, you can look at this to your heart's content. Let's talk a little bit about my best friend. Here's his page on eBay. And as you can see, he has 100% positive feedback. He's been in this business since 2006, so actually he's now on his 16th year, and he has sold over 7,800 items, which is just absolutely incredible. Tom, do you even remember what the first item was that you sold on eBay?
I started with car parts, so it had to be a used car part.
My goodness. For those of us, for our followers out there, myself included, why eBay? What prompted you to get started in eBay?
Well, I had a job that I hated, and I knew that either I was going to quit or they were going to fire me. So I just slowly started to build my eBay business while still working. And thankfully, I was able to turn it into full-time employment.
Do you know how many different listings you've got right now, give or take?
I believe I have over 500, yeah. Search all 540 items.
540 items, my goodness.
Now that's individual listings. Some I have multiple options, like different size shoes or things that are in different colors or that sort of thing. So there's more than 540 items.
So potentially you could have thousands of actual total items on here then.
Exactly.
It's amazing. Well, folks, we're going to get ready to start into the basics on how this works. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to actually sign into eBay, which of course is ebay.com. And then you're going to switch accounts because this is Tom's login. And then what you'll do here is you will put in your email or username that you want to use. Just have me confirm my basic information on here, such as contact phone number and email address, which is correct. So he'll hit confirm. Okay. At this point, if you look up in the upper right-hand corner, we're going to select sell. And it's going to show us the process on how to do that. On there, up there where it says the basics, what does that just tell the basics on how to set the page, or?
Yeah, it's just moving down to this section that shows you how to do it step by step.
Gotcha. Okay. So now that I've got a page that I'm working on, I'm getting ready to sell. Is there anything in here that I would need to select as far as my seller's parameters are concerned?
You'll kind of step through that as you list an item.
I see. Okay, so what would our next step be at this point, sir?
You would want to go ahead and list an item here on the right-hand side.
Okay. I've got, there's Steve Madden, Jesse women's shoes, or actually they're boots.
Okay, so we'll change this from Reebok to Steve Madden. Sorry, I'm working out of two different
No, that's okay.
computers, so it's let's see. Okay, so now it's coming up with Steve Madden boots and so on.
Okay.
Which one would be the best match?
Well, probably boots. If we put it, what if we put in women's boots? Would that help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there's women's shoes, women's boots. So boots would be the best match for you?
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay.
So, and that's fine. We'll just use that as our example today.
Okay. When you select something that is currently listed, it recognizes that, and then it starts working your way through a menu of items like new with a box, new without a box. new with defects, pre-owned. So
Oh, okay, so in other words, so now we've found the item. So what we're doing next is we're looking to see what condition it's in. The item, let's just say, because the ones I have listed are all new with box.
okay.
Down here, you can review what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you can see, the item that we're using for our sample today is new with box. It is made by Steve Madden. That's the size, the style, color, the material it's made of, and even shows the, so we didn't have to put the heel height in there, it does it for you.
Exactly.
Oh, that's amazing.
What's happened is if someone has already gone through the trouble of providing all this information, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just go with what they have. If there's anything that needs to be changed, then you can review the item specifics, and then it says improve your chances of selling and so on. You can make changes, like item specifics. Off to the right it says change. So if you click on that, you can adjust anything that's incorrect.
Gotcha. So it's kind of the good neighbor policy when you list then.
Yeah.
Kind of like what I said on our second video, learn from my mistakes, not relive them.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense then. So so now we've done this, and okay, so now the next thing we would do is add our photos.
Exactly.
Okay. And so it kind of advises you here, show your main photo, top, bottom, front, and so forth.
Right.
How many photos can you actually put in here to list an item? Is there a maximum?
Yeah, it shows 0 of 12. So 12 is the maximum that you can put in there.
Okay. Okay, so we've gone ahead and done our description of the item.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, most all of it was supplied. That's a wonderful thing. I had no idea, folks, that
Yeah,
that
it
even
speeds it up.
tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
Now up there as well, is that when you put in the different sizes where we were at a moment ago, or
I believe that what you'll do is complete this.
Okay.
And then you can alter it after you're finished.
oh, okay, so you would add to it
With
then.
extras, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just like with this, you've got pricing that shows a 7-day auction. You can actually change it. Off to the right in blue, you see where it says change. It's standardized in this format so that you can go in and go, no, I don't want to do a 7-day auction. I only want to do a 3-day auction, or I don't want to do an auction at all. I want to do buy it now, where I've set a price, and if someone wants it, that's what they're going to pay.
So on an auction, and this is a question I know a lot of our viewers are going to ask, it's one that's sticking in the back of my mind right now. Let's say you set the starting bid at something for $20.
Okay.
You have two bidders, and the end price is $22.50, or whatever it happens to be. Am I stuck with selling it for that price?
If you don't put a reserve in, yes.
So you can put a reserve in.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's the problem that I find with auctions is if you don't have enough people looking at your item, if you don't put a reserve in, you could easily lose money rather than making money. So you have to set it at a price that you're comfortable with or happy with, even if it sells for the least amount.
So let's say that the starting bid you want to do was 20 instead of the 40.72. It's exempt, so you would hit change, and it would allow you to change that information.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. You would just click here, and then you would change your starting bid. And for example, it's telling you that the average starting bid for this particular item is $37.83.
So it shows you the trend on what.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't
you can
realize that was
always-
available.
You can always undercut that. You can ask for more, whatever you're comfortable with. And then it shows other options, like you could allow for an offer. In other words, if you put on there that you'll allow for an offer, then you can set it up to accept a minimum price. And then you can also, set it that if they hit that price, it's sold.
So in other words, let's say we started at 40.72,
Mm-hmm.
but we're willing to take no less than 60. So you would put 60 there,
Mm-hmm.
and if somebody offers 60, it's sold.
Yeah.
That's it. Wow.
Start time, some people feel like it's better to have it close at a specific time of day, and maybe their buyers are in California and you're in Tennessee. With the time difference, you don't want it to close out at 3 in the morning in California, because people are going to be in bed and you're not going to get any last minute bidders. And you can also, like it says, auction reserve price. You can set that. It does say there is a fee to do that, but it's the one way that you're going to protect yourself.
Do you know what the fee is to do that?
It depends on the price of the item.
I see.
It's minimal, but you know, if you had something that was high dollar, it's going to be a much greater fee. You know,
On here, I guess you can set the period of time you would want the auction to go for.
yeah, up to 10 days. So 1 day to 10 days.
So 1, 3, 5, 7, or 10 days, folks. So you could set it up that way.
And
Okay.
that's for these shoes. It may be different for different types of items.
Okay. So if we didn't want to do an auction, let's say we just wanted to, I believe they call it buy it now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how they do it on here?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you could just back away from that, and now it's a buy it now.
Oh.
They have to pay immediately. That's why I like buy it now, because I set the price. When they click the button that they're happy with the price, they buy it right then, and I have the money in my account available to me within 24 hours.
Buy it now. If you allowed offers, then because I have purchased on eBay, as you know. So on there it would say make offer or give you that option.
Yeah,
If
it'll
that's
tell you what the price is that the seller is asking for.
Okay.
But it'll also tell you that they're willing to look at offers. You can set it up if you have where you're considering offers a amount that you would consider. Anything less than that, it would automatically decline. So you're not even contacted to say, you know, they made an offer of $20 on your item that's $75. But if it's enough, you can either set it up to automatically accept it or to contact you. That's addressing the issue you had earlier. How many do you have and that sort of thing.
So if I had 5 pair in that size, you would just put a 5 there.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps you running inventory as they sell.
Yeah.
So if you sold 1 today, it would know you still had 4 left. Okay.
Exactly.
Very nice. Okay. So once we've done this, from what I see in here, it looks like the next category is the shipping.
Exactly.
Now, I know on most of your items, if not all of them, usually you have the shipping figured out into it, so when somebody's making a purchase, what they see is what they pay, more or less.
Right. I generally take care of the cost of shipping.
Okay.
That's not something you have to do. I just find that when I'm researching what to sell something for, I'm looking to see what is the lowest price, including shipping, and I adjust accordingly. Generally, my rule of thumb is ask for less than anyone else is, if I'm comfortable with it.
It's a great philosophy. And that's the thing, folks, when you get done watching this, at the end of this video, of course, down in the bottom, we'll have a link to Tom's page so you can take a look at what he has available. And bear in mind, what you're looking at, the shipping's included, and that can be a big difference, because look on here what it's giving as an example of what you could end up paying for the shipping.
And like it says, you know, shipping cost is calculated automatically based on the buyer's location and the package weight and dimensions. So that's something that you put in. In this case, a previous seller or a current seller has put in the estimated weight is 2 pounds, and it's estimated to be 12 by 8 by 10 box, shipping within 2 to 5 days. You can click on the blue link there to the right of shipping that says change, and you can change that to reflect another form of shipping or weight, size, and so on. And you can also select local pickup. So if there's someone in your town that bought the item, you don't necessarily have to ship it. And you can also, you being a philanthropist, would possibly select you want to donate a portion to charity. And you can do anything from a percentage to a set amount.
If we wanted to preview it to see what we have, then we would select preview.
Yeah.
So if we were totally happy with everything we had, then it would just be a matter of clicking on list it, and we're done. I don't know about you, but I learned a tremendous amount about the eBay business today, and he did a wonderful job explaining it. In our next episode, we're going to actually show how to not only list the items, but what happens as far as organization. You know, we're talking about a man that's had 7,800 sales. He had to store the things somewhere and keep track of them. But at any rate, if you get a chance on our page, down at the bottom, there will be a link to Tom's eBay page as well as my Poshmark page. And if you get a moment, and if you have a heart, please take a second to like, share, and subscribe. We'd truly appreciate it. On behalf of my dear friend Tom Buckner, this is Jeff Weekley. Why pay more?